Hey guys, I'm CLINTFLAIRWOOO. Welcome back to another Division 2 build video, and this is my Melt and Burn build video for PvE, and this is for solo. You can use this in a group, that is entirely up to you. I've been enjoying rolling with this solo, as you can see in the footage. It is 6-piece ongoing directive, and due to the changes in Title Update 6, where we're going to talk about gear sets moving from 6 pieces to 4 pieces, that's just going to make gear sets even more popular. So get your ass farming now, guys, because once you've got these 4-piece gear sets, and then you can add the BTSU gloves, you can add tech support, skilled, spotter, you can run however you wish with any given build. It'd be absolutely insane. But back to this build, as you can see in the footage, I like to burn, I like to set things on fire. As you can see, I'm a bit of a firefly, that's who I am, that's what I enjoy. Yeah, any excuse to put anything on fire, that's me. So you can see I'm rolling with a flame turret incinerator. It is actually really good. People don't use it as often as they should, because it is not as powerful as the Firecrest builds in Division 1, where, again, it is just so OP in Div 1, but in Div 2 it is the cone effect, and that's how the flame turret works. It's a bit of a shame really, and hopefully in latter patches they fix it and make it absolutely insane for PvE and even PvP. That'd be quite nice. But this Melt and Burn build, this is all about setting agents on fire, setting enemies on fire, and then using the oxidizer to absolutely melt them, just like that guy in Robocop. Yeah, that guy. So yeah, this is what this build's all about, just melting and burning via the 6-piece ongoing directive. You can add shock, incendiary grenades. This is a really cool build, guys. 6-piece ongoing directive. Let's do this. Hey guys, yeah, it's me back once again with another WOO build. It is CLINTFLAIRWOOO, and I'm bringing you my 6-piece ongoing directive build. And yes, this could be stronger if I had some sexy BTSU gloves added to the build, but I'm going to showcase this for anyone that doesn't have it. And when Title Update 6 drops, yeah, guys, there will be a 4-piece ongoing directive with BTSU gloves and a specific gear piece as well to make this build even stronger. Let's take a look at this build. Guys, as you can see, it is the survivalist specialization. Why? Because status effects, yeah, that'll do me more damage. It's gonna drop more special ammo for me for my crossbow. I'm dealing 25% more damage from my crossbow because it's bleeding damage, which is quite nice. And guys, yes, bit of extra skill haste as well when I'm on cover. Survivalist is the go-to for this particular gear set. Now, I'm rolling with 2 offensive stats, 3 defensive stats, and 19 utility stats, which is crazy. So you can just imagine what this build is going to be like when I add the BTSU gloves. Extra damage, extra power, boom, simple as that. So, ongoing directive, what is it, what does it do? Set bonus 2 is 20% weapon handling. So this is a decent piece anyway, if you're running with an unhinged maybe, and you're struggling with a bit of the handling on that particular LMG, then this 2-piece bonus will help. Set bonus 3 is 25% burn damage. Set bonus 4 is 25% bleed damage, and that will help with my crossbow. And again, I will get a shitload of ammo due to the way that I play and utilize this build. So again, I can use that very, very often. Set bonus 5 is emergency requisition, which is combat resources. That's armor kits, ammo, grenades within 40 meters of you are automatically collected. This occurs every 30 seconds. Set bonus 6, the right tool. Killing an enemy grants some special ammo, incendiary explosive shock to one of your weapons. And again, when you do take an NPC down, you will get that constant buff of the special ammo in one of your chosen weapons, which is quite cool. Again, it's a nice touch to the build. Now, in all honesty, what I would look at Untitled Day 6 is utilising the 4-piece and then go for BTSU gloves, skilled or tech support on the backpack. That'd be quite nice. You've also got, again, if you wanted to, you've got enough defensive stats, maybe get patience. When you're in cover, you're getting your healing back. So there's so many different ways to roll with this build, and I'm showcasing the 6-piece just to get you guys going. So the attributes are skill power and skill haste on the mask. The utility mod is skill power, increased burn duration, and increased shock duration. The chest piece is ongoing directive, skill power, armor, headshot kill XP, guys. If you can find explosive damage on your chest piece, that is creme de la creme. So make sure that is something that's rolled on if you can. Utility slot is skill power, bleed damage, which will go straight onto the crossbow. Nice. Increased burn duration. Skill power, increased disrupt duration and burn damage. And the defensive mod is armor, explosive resistance, and total armor. Now the holster is skill power and skill haste, and skill power burn damage, skill power, and yeah, a bit more burn damage on there as well. And the knee pads, they are skill haste at 28%, skill power, burn damage, increased confuse duration, and defensive mod is weapon damage, assault rifle damage, or rifle damage. It's just whatever is your chosen weapon archetype. So if it's LMG, go for LMG damage on there, or if it's rifle, you maybe using this with the Diamondback, that'd be pretty cool. Go for rifle damage. Again, it's just whatever is your chosen weapon archetype, and I'm rolling with the AR, so that 3%, yeah, it goes a little bit of a way. Gloves are skill power, critic chance, ideal scenario, get weapon damage on there, so AR damage or whatever, again, what weapon you're rolling with, get that chosen weapon damage on there. Skill power, increased bleed duration and burn damage. Now the backpack is skill power with skill haste and shock resistance. And the mods, skill power, burn damage, and yes, skill power with, yeah, burn damage. Now, the weapons, how do they synergize with the gear? Now, I'm rolling with 2 ACRs. The first one is 16k base damage, 40 in the mag. The talent Ignited, deal plus 20% weapon damage to burning enemies. That's a given. Any burn build, Ignited is, in my opinion, much more powerful than Spike. Spike is situational. Ignited is a baked-in 20% weapon damage, which is really, really strong. Leg grow for the rate of fire. Recharge. Well-equipped, skills deployed at full armor have 25% duration, charges, and ammo. So this is good for my flame turret. When I pop it at full health, I will get an extra 25% duration out of it, which is quite nice. Now, the mods, accuracy, rounds, critic chance, and damage to elites. My secondary weapon, again, is the ACR, 15.8k base damage. Again, Ignited is the talent, so if I don't just switch, I will get the extra weapon damage. Extra as more ammo in the mag that grants 8 or 9 bullets. In Rhythm, while equipped, enemy kills have a 5% chance to refresh active skill cooldowns, can occur once every 60 seconds. This procs more than you know, in all fairness, so it is a decent talent to have on your holstered choice. Now the mods, accuracy, round, stability, and damage to elites. Now my sidearm is the Survivalist D50. Why I'm using that? Because it will give me 2 holster talents. They are rooted, well equipped, and in cover. All skill damage and healing is increased by 25% for 10 seconds. Buff is lost when next in cover, can occur once per 60 seconds. Again, it's just a nice to have on the build. That nice 25% extra damage is good on any skill build. So rooted would be one of your 3 or 4 holstered talents without fail. And transmission, while holstered, shock applied to the agent transfers to an enemy within 10 meters, can occur once every 60 seconds. And to be fair, it rarely happens more than that. So that is just a nice to have on the build yet again. Now if we go through the skills, we'll go through the Oxidizer first. I'm rolling with the Oxidizer cam launcher. As you've seen me melt some people. Again, Robocop face. The Oxidizer canister releases a cloud of corrosive gas that damages enemy armor, skill proxies, and causes damage over time. So why I'm rolling with this is I like to be that player that is just going to be consistently popping damage via the turret, which is the crowd control, and the Oxidizer that, again, NPCs will try and fly out the way of. And to be fair, they will struggle due to how good this is. The base damage is 37k, which is decent. Again, you could add an extra damage mod instead of ammo. As you can see, I've gone +6. You can go for an extra damage. I've got a decent one, which is 95, again, which is really good. But I'll only get a couple in the mag. I don't want that. I want consistent damage. I want that 7 from the off, spamming it, ensuring that there are as many NPCs in the cloud as much as possible, so I've got that consistent damage, and that's what I prefer on the build. You guys roll it whichever way you prefer. Personally, I prefer longer damage over time, and it will counter that instant spur of extra damage. Trust me, it's better. So ammo and damage is better. Now, secondary, or my chosen first skill, is again all about crowd control, ensuring just capturing NPCs so they're staggered. Again, they've got the status effect. So again, when I do take them down, it'll proc the survivalist specialization skill tree, which will drop more special ammo. And again, I'll just mop that up with the ongoing directive 6-piece talent, which is pretty cool. And again, I have crossbows for days. It's simple as that. So the cooldown is 29 seconds. Ideal scenario, I would like that about 20. However, I don't have the most optimally rolled pieces. But it is what it is. You know, I know. I dismantle it, it's 14, 15 seconds. The damage is 7444. But what I want to look at is the burn damage. That is 24843. And again, if I had another burn damage mod, that would be even higher. Burn duration is 7.8 seconds. Again, it's that consistent damage, and again, that's not including the ignited talent on my ACR as well, so that's pretty good. Really good to have. And again, you look at rooted, look at recharge for the extra duration on the turret. It does work very well. So this is, if you don't have the BTSU gloves, this is a stellar skill build. Now, burn strength is your go-to mod. Burn strength will get you that extra burn. Trust me, it's much better than damage. Skill haste and damage. That's what you need. Is a good combination of dealing some great damage through the turret that's just going to melt them like butter. Now, in terms of the stats, we're going to take a look. We know the weapon and gear talents. We'll look at these. They are nothing to write home about, and that's because I've spec'd so much into skill power and utilising the flame turret and then the oxidizer. That will do my most carnage, and that's where this build is at. As you can see, the weapon damage is 16k, crit chance is 8.5%. Again, I personally prefer that lower, and I'd love to have more weapon damage, but it is what it is. Crit damage 25%, 55% headshot damage, accuracy 10%, some weapon handling from the ongoing directive gear set, 18% assault rifle damage, 5% damage to elites, and again, if you can roll damage to elites on your mask as well, that'd be pretty cool. You're going to do more damage, however, you are going to lose some skill haste, so something to bear in mind. 211k armor, which is good for a skill build. Anything above 200k is steady, in all fairness. My health, as you can see, 27k is a little bit low, but it does what it does. Health regen at 13k, shock resistance 60%, and that's from the backpack. And my skill haste is 116%. So that's okay. In all honesty, I'd like it to be a bit higher. But again, beggars can't be choosers. And it is what it is. So you've got to deal with it. And in all honesty, this build is cracking for PvE. This makes me walk through challenging missions very easily. And again, as it stands currently, there's no benefit to do any heroic stuff because you get the same old shit, in all honesty. So challenging missions using this, it will be a breeze, and it's a lot of fun. You damage a warhound with the oxidizer, and you will see 2 to 3 shots, they're down, that they are done. And it's a great way to take these down. It really is. That damage over time is perfect on the warhounds. And again, when they get you, they rinse your armor. So it's a really good skill to have in your armory. But guys, this is it. This is my 6-piece ongoing directive. And I will show you this very similar in about 4 to 5 weeks' time when Title Update 6 drops, and it will be reworked and rehashed with the BTSU gloves. And you see at the minute 19 utility stats. That's 190% extra damage, which would be crazy. And again, as you can see from the gloves, yeah, I'll be losing 2 utility, but my BTSU gloves have 2 utility. So happy days, I'm still on 19. And then we're talking about how can I get an extra piece of high end in there to make it even better. I'll sort it, I'll do it. But guys, this is it. I'm going Directive 6 piece. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Want to see more Division 2 content, smash the sub button. And I want to see you in the next one. Peace.